What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, you guys, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 21st day of July, and here we are at about 1.82 cents, and it's looking like we're going to go lower. It's looking like that lower target down to 1.75 to 1.7 cents is actually going to happen. How much of a drop are we talking about here? Nothing crazy, right? I got 5% drop, man. 5, 7 at the most, maybe. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we did go lower. Looking at this here, and on that note, guys, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I did buy more today, actually. I've actually bought. I probably bought like right around the top of yesterday, actually, just because I'm like, man. I as I'm buying, I'm like, I think it's going to go lower. Maybe I should just wait for this week to end, wait for next week's like first couple of days to develop. And I heard that voice in my head saying, yeah, maybe wait. But there's the bigger voice inside my head that was saying, who gives a damn? I'm getting in now, because what if, man? Like, what, this? Am I worried? Am I trying to catch this? Is that what I'm worried about? No, I'm worried about missing this. So I threw in some cheddar, man. I bought some more. I definitely went heavy in today. Short-term position. Really only meant to be in there. I mean, it'll probably turn into a midterm, long-term position too for the rest of the cycle. But the intention behind what I did was to take some profits in August, specifically from that position there. So I'm just gonna let that sit for like a month and see how it goes. Right? Some people are questioning OnyxCoin. They're all discouraged, or maybe they're just using it as a point to talk smack and they're acting like they're discouraged. I don't know. But they're like, OnyxCoin isn't moving up. Is it going to zero? Everything else is moving up except for OnyxCoin. ETH's pumping and OnyxCoin isn't. Who cares, man? Everything takes its turn. Was Ethereum a piece of trash whenever OnyxCoin did a 256% move in 3 days? Was Ethereum a piece of trash whenever OnyxCoin did a 20x in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks? No. Why is OnyxCoin a piece of trash now that Ethereum's moving up and it's just chilling? It's going to move up. I'm not worried about this at all. If anybody's worried about it, you're looking at the list and you're seeing all your favorite coins pumping except for OnyxCoin. You're looking at it wrong, man. Just be patient. Be patient. Everything's red today, isn't it? Yeah, let's see. We're starting off the week, though. It's going to be a good week. You call me superstitious, but you want to start off a good week to the downside. Shake out the weak hands. That's why they call it a shakeout. I don't think it's a problem. And the fact that OnyxCoin is just chilling, yeah, whatever. Who cares? Go down a little bit more. Form this bull flag a little bit more. Do you see it, right? Coming up here, you're flagging out. You've got the lower highs. You're going to get a lower low. You're going to find support where you found resistance before, and then boom, you're going to break out. Going into the end of the month, guys, it's going to be a spectacular finish. I wouldn't be surprised if, even though this is a bull flag, I wouldn't be surprised if the move that corresponds with the breakout is actually larger than this, right? Let's say we go down, our low is at, let's just say it's like even below 1.7 cents right there, like right there, yeah, like at 1.69 cents. That measure move would take us all the way up to 2.4 cents. I think we're going to see that, but faster and more. We're going to be at higher prices by the end of the month. At least 3 cents, if not 5 cents. And if not 5 cents, then 8 cents, right? Like, the sky's the limit for this thing. And then let alone what we've got coming in August. We've got a lot higher price targets in mind. Absolutely ecstatic with OnyxCoin, man. I think it's going to do phenomenal. I'm very, very curious to see how high we go, but 26 to 32 cents is the perceived outcome. Even in the most pessimistic analyses that I've done, 11 to 15 cents is like pessimistic. We're at 1.8 cents, right? You understand what I just said there, right? Like 11 to 15 cents. It's not that that's optimistic. It's that that's pessimistic. 11 cents is a 6x from here. That's pessimistic. Look at what you're dealing with. We're going to 26 to 32 cents. There's no doubt in my mind that we are. But 11 to 15 cents, that's pessimistic. And even a 15-cent price is about an 8x. So 6 to 8x move on the low end, we can wipe away our tears with dollar bills, man, with $100 bills, with Donald Trump $1,000 bills or $5,000 bills, whatever they are. I don't know, right? But we're still going to make money. And not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not saying we're going to 11 to 15 cents. I'm just saying 26 to 32 cents is coming. We do not need a lot of time to get there. We've done this kind of movement in 2 weeks before. We can do it again. We're at a very low market cap with OnyxCoin. We can absolutely see fantastic growth in a short amount of time. This thing is underestimated. There's no attention on it. I've actually tried to, I'm not even kidding. I've and I hope they're not watching this. So maybe they know, maybe they remember the comments. But I've gone on some YouTube accounts that are bigger than mine, and I've been like, hey, have you ever heard of OnyxCoin? And they'll say, I've looked at the ticker before, but I'm not familiar with it. Like, no, I don't care. I'm not going to talk about it. And they say that, but then they talk about all these other coins that they're getting paid to shill, right? OnyxCoin, you guys, it's moved up so much. It's so relevant to the community, but it's not relevant to these YouTubers who are getting paid to talk about things, right? Right. Other than Economic Ninja, there's no YouTubers that have 100,000 subscribers or more that talk about coins just on their own volition. They have to get paid to talk about them. Which, whatever, I respect the hustle, I get it. And if I was to ever get paid, I'm not saying I'm above that. If I was to ever get paid for in every single video, I would have to let my audience know. That'd be the agreement that I'm getting paid to talk about it. And secondly, I would have to believe in the project. They'd have to sell me. They'd have to pay me. They'd have to give me coins and have it be a solid enough project where I want to also invest my own money into it, where I'm paying them too. If it's not like that, I'll never take money for something, man. I'm not just going to blindly take money. I don't. That's not my style. I know that some people do that and they're just making a living, they're hustling, I get it, but that's just not my style. And I think that the space is rampant with stuff like that, so I'll never do that. But the point that I'm trying to make is less about myself and more about OnyxCoin. We got to where we are without any of that, without any paid advertisements. We got to where we are without it. Just strictly Pumponomics 101. That's it. That's it. A little bit of elbow grease and some hard times and some belief, right? But we're going to reap what we sow. And this thing is better. It genuinely is better than the majority of cryptos that are even in the top 100. Now, I'm not saying it's better than ETH. I'm not saying it's better than Sol. Maybe in some regards it is. You know, there's different things about it, but it's not comparable to those, right? It's different. It's a different crypto. And I'm just surprised that more people don't talk about it. But when you think about it, I'm not surprised because, and I don't think anybody should be, because they're not paying. It's a decentralized autonomous organization. It's a DAO. Right? And not that it's completely decentralized. Of course, there's some centralization. Shout out to the Onyx DAO, but they're not. There's just no paid shills, and it's gotten where it is, man. I'm rambling here. I'm talking. Let's get onward, okay? 1 hour time frame. We don't need a whole lot with the daily time frame. We know where we're going. We know where we're going. 1 hour time frame. Look at that. Breaking down. Break it down, baby. We're gonna make some people panic. They're gonna, I don't want to say it, but they're going to crap their you-know-whats. Once we get below here, that's where the capitulation area is going to be. Oh no, we broke the lows. Now it's going down. That's where you buy. 1.74 cents, 1.75 cents, 1.78, 1.7 cents itself. Maybe even just below there. I don't know. Nobody knows exactly where it's going to go. Right? You want me to tell you exactly where it's going to go? I'm not that guy. I can guess, but I'll probably be wrong if I try to give you specifics. That's why I give a range. High to low, I would think 1.74 to 1.686. But you said we can't go below 1.7. No. I never said that. I said we can't close below 1.7. We could wick down there and then close above 1.7 cents in the same day. And technically it's like 1.69 cents actually. So yeah, we could wick down to 1.686 cents. 0.01686. But I think something probably between 1.71 and 1.74 cents is where we're going to go. If I really had to guess, something right there between the 1272, the 1414, maybe even just a little bit past the 1414. But time will tell. We'll see how it goes. That's where we're going to go. Yeah. We'll find support where we consolidated before. We'll find a lower low, and right whenever we break through this area, it's going to be fast. It's going to be swift. Panic sellers, paper hands, weak hands are going to get out of the way. Strong hands, diamond hands, they're going to step in, and we're going to rally. And it's going to be fantastic. And I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. I've said everything I need to say. But let's look at some indicators just to validate anything that I've said so far. 1 hour is getting oversold, bearish. Stochastics getting oversold, bearish. MACD crossing below the zero, bearish. Boom. Easy peasy. All agrees with the perspective. 4 hour time frame, lower highs, lower lows. Looks like you want to get lower. Get lower. Go to the oversold zone. Go to the 36, whatever. I don't care. Find support where you found support before. Lower, bearish. Stochastics rejecting here, bearish. You looked bullish earlier today. You were looking actually pretty bullish. Bearish now. Stochastics are not as honest on the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frames. MACD, not bearish, but momentarily bearish. You're building bearish momentum, right? We're getting that last little pip. You're going to form some bullish divergence. You're going to get a higher low here with this histogram, lower low in the price, and you're probably going to shave this zero. The blue line probably comes below it. The orange line comes like just below it, and then you'll bounce off of that like that. Like how here you rejected the zero, but you still came above it. I would think you see a similar level, but going below the zero, if that makes sense. Lower. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I've said it all. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves and hold, man. Do not panic sell. Please don't panic sell, man. You do not want to let this thing go. It's going to do well. It's going to do very well. There's no guarantees. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Definitely allocate into other things too, but there's a reason why this is my top dog, as it were. Take care. Bye-bye.